today we're going to present about Prometheus, the god of foresight. It's made by me, Nachos, Sabrina, Alan, Ricardo, Joe, and Leon. So before we start, I'd like to have an icebreaker for you guys. I would like to call on some people to try to unscramble these words. Okay, first word. That is correct. Greg, second word.
The second word, goddess. Goddess.
That's good. Yashan.
Third one is Olympians.
Yes, thank you. That's correct. Now I'll pass the water to Ricardo.
So, hi guys, I'm going to introduce the Prometheus to you guys in 4 parts. So, firstly, Prometheus belonged to the Titan race, being which existed long before the Olympian gods. Secondly, Prometheus, like all Titans, was born of Sky, Uranus, and Earth, Gaia. Thirdly, his name means foresight, unlike his brother Epimetheus after thought. And finally, alive, although most Titans sided with Cronus to fight against the Olympians, but however, Prometheus was one of the Titans who support Zeus. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about some different identities of Prometheus because most of us are very familiar of his identity of like fire stealer or torch bearer, something like that. So here are 3 identities. The first one is he's an essential ally to Zeus. So as Ricardo has already introduced, although most of the Titans sided with Cronus to fight against the gods, Prometheus, along with Epimetheus, was one of the few who has allied with Zeus and the Olympians. And the second one, he is one of the creators of mankind. Alongside Epimetheus, Prometheus was tasked with the creation of the mankind. And the last one, he, unlike the other gods who were feared for their cruelty and their indifference, Prometheus was much loved as an compassionate and caring god by humans. So let me hand over.
I will describe the story of him to all of you. After Zeus became the king of the Olympian gods, he was afraid of the development of humanity and refused to bestow fire upon them. Keeping humanity in darkness and cold, Prometheus, moved by the plight of humanity, secretly stole the celestial fire from the chariot of the sun god Apollo and hid it in fennel stalks, bring it to the human world. This fire not only enabled humans to learn to keep warm and cook, but also gave rise to metallurgy, handicrafts, and other technologies, becoming the core driving force for the progress of human civilization.
Animals give animals give legs, feet of them. Out of these, Prometheus made humans from clay, godlike in form. Then I will tell his famous act. Prometheus giving humans fair to use. But this angered whose fair was God's exclusive right. So Zeus punished Prometheus. Prometheus was made to a mountain. Each morning, an angle at his liver, which we graduated and making him improved.
And of course, he has a really big influence in sculptures and statues, references in books and movies, And his story also served as foundation for writers and composers. So as you can see here, this is the Frankenstein novel by Mary Shelley. And as you can see over here, there's some tiny text which says the modern Prometheus. This is because the novel was originally supposed to be named the modern Prometheus. And we can see that because the plot in the novel and the story are very similar. And you can also see this really big gold sculpture, which is in front of the Rockefeller Center in New York City. And it serves as an icon or a symbol of innovation and enlightenment. And over here, it's from this festival in London from about a decade ago. It's called Prometheus Awakens. And it was basically a full retelling of the story, but of course in a very family-friendly way. So about the compositions that were made because of the story, we have a ballet by Beethoven called The Creatures of Prometheus. We have the Prometheus poem by Lord Byron made in 1816, and Prometheus Unbound by Percy Shelley, which is a play made in 1812.
So aside from his influence in movies, books, and in manga and modern day history, he can also influence our morals and our thoughts. For example, Prometheus' gift of intelligence and skills to humans inspires people to pursue knowledge, embrace creativity, and challenge limitations. His courage to defy the gods show that the human spirit shows and symbolizes the human spirit of striving for progress and enlightenment. And for my personal response, I think that Prometheus is definitely a very inspiring character. I especially admire his caring personality and his bravery. He endured endless cycles of torture in order for humans to acquire fire, which illustrates how he is a very caring and passionate God. And I think that's something we can all learn from to help others in need.
Okay, so now for my personal response, same thing as him. I really think that he's a very interesting character. After reading his story, I was just left like speechless. And I think that there's a lot to learn from his story. And it really inspires me to continue to try new things, just like with the scholarship. And as I said before, as he's still relevant in pop culture today, I hope that that still continues because he's a really cool guy.
So here's my personal response. And first one, from my perspective, I think Prometheus is a symbol of pioneering spirits. His story is encouraging people who are not afraid of the powerful, even today. And his story teaches us the modern value of challenging conventions for better lives. And the second part, we can apply his spirit to our study too. It can inspire us to question the given answer and seek the fire of knowledge. As we all know, true progress often requires critical thinking to illuminate new paths. So the last one, at the same time when we meet problems in our lives, we have to be braver to innovate, even when it is difficult. We have to believe that every ordinary people have the power to light up the whole world. Thank you.
Prometheus has many qualities. He thinks that there is nothing wrong with benefit to humanity, so he will not return back. I learned to become selfless in our daily life, to believe the truth and the correct things. Prometheus is such a great and selfless God, and also get inspiration from Prometheus' story and personality, and better enrich and improve myself. Thank you.
For me, I just want to describe the spirit which I learned from him. And I think he is the true meaning of courage and kindness. First, his heart was full of compassion. He saw humans shiver in darkness, so he risked the God's anger to steal fire for us. that selflessness, not thinking of his own pain, but only of others' needs. Then he was brave and tough. Zeus punished him terribly, but he never gave in. He held onto his belief that humans deserved light. To me, Prometheus is not just a myth, he's a reminder. True goodness means daring to care, even when it costs us something. And that's a fire we can all carry in our hearts. Thank you.
So hi guys, it's me again. After listening to the introduction of Prometheus, I think all of you have your own opinions about Prometheus. So from my point of view, I think Prometheus is a multifaceted character in Greek mythology. Just like he dared to challenge to Zeus' authority, to fire for humanity and for mankind, this absolutely demonstrates his great courage and self-sacrifice. Besides, his action led to the Pandora's box. So this bringing calamities to human beings, and his deception also contributed to the rift between gods and human beings. Overall, Prometheus is a three-dimensional character, so I think we can learn a lot of lessons from him. So that's all of our group presentation. Thank you for listening.